In the year of our Lord 2104, mankind is in desperate search of new planets to colonize. This is due to the solar quantum event that destroyed the solar system in 2070. This event turned the entire solar system into asteroids and chaos. With the Earth destroyed, mankind stood on the brink of extinction. Even so, the minor wars waged in 2081. At this time, humanity still clutches to the concept of nation states. The EAC faction discovers an alien artifact. This leads to extrasolar travel at faster than light. Using this technology, the EAC seeks to dominate over all other factions of humanity. Corporations bid in the expansion to the new star systems. Though the war is over, the conflict continues. Blair Enterprises Incorporated purchases the jump portal rights to the Wolfe system. Upon exploring there, the BEI Corporation discovers inhabitable worlds. Of the two atmospheric planets, the Garden world is named Solaris, while the Hell world is named Sabir. Large hostile insects dominate the landscape of Sabir and are thus called Sabiroids. Though many in humanity have evolved to life in space, those who remained natural are still revered by all. These men and women join the EAC Space Engineer Corps, for there is a new hope. One such man is sent to the Wolfe system to investigate why communications have failed from there recently.
Commander, we have arrived at the Wolfe System Administration Headquarters. As instructed, you have been awakened due to this event. Protocols indicate that your life vitals are stable. I have sent preliminary hails to the station, with no response. I await further instructions.
Okay, Dorian, thank you very much. While I'm getting my bearings and getting dressed, will you please give me a situational report on what you have scanned so far?
Yes, sir. Systems diagnostics of the Corvette, Reborn, report functioning. Also, no significant event happened during your 1 Earth month of cryogenic sleep since departing the jump portal. Preliminary indications of the surrounding area suggest that we are in low orbit of Solaris, just on the edge of the planet's gravity well. All is within sustainable parameters of the Reborn's statistical capabilities. Finally, the administration station seemed to be turned off. Minimal power from the solar panels maintains the most rudimentary functions. It appears to not have any human occupation, sir.
Well, Dorian, I can see what you're saying about being in low orbit. It does look like there's a little bit of planetary gravity exerting its pressure on the ship. Let's see what we can do about that. That had to have costed a pretty penny for BEI. I wonder why it would just be abandoned like this and left to rot as a derelict. I guess the only way to find out is to go on board. Dorian, as I fly to the docking area there, will you continue to scan the ship using the bow camera? Maybe you might find something that we might have missed before.
Yes, Commander. Systems diagnostics of the station indicate that even though it has been abandoned, it is undamaged. I cannot get more information as my sensory capabilities are limited to Corvette specifications, and the antennas of the station are turned off as well. I will continue to perform scans and diagnostics as is your command, until further instructions are given.
Well, that's about as best as you can do, Dorian. So why don't you just make sure that you keep the information displayed on my flight seat LCD here in front of me, so that way I might be able to notice something that you may have missed, and then I can instruct you from there. Well, by all indications, I don't seem to think that there was any foul play here. Maybe everybody just went into deep hibernation and turned the station to low power. Well, when I wake Commander Wilson from his cryogenics chamber, I'm just going to have to tell him a little bit about why he made me do an EVA in order to get on board. He better have a good explanation. Well, here I go. Certainly when I get on board, we will have more answers.
Commander, sir. I have linked remote control of the Reborn to your personal console, as is your request. Once you moor the vessel, secure the docking arm, and clamp the connector ports, it will be possible to initiate an override algorithm that will allow for you a limited route to the control room. Access to the control room will have to be assisted by you on site, as the encryption cannot be decoded without manual human support.
Thank you, Dorian. I just really hope that my calculations concerning the docking arm are correct. As a matter of fact, will you prove the data from my personal console, please?
Yes, sir. Analyzing. Calculations successfully compile, Commander.
Okay. I will just put the Reborn in place, and then I'll just watch the show. Dorian, the Reborn is now in place, and I am initiating Procedure 1 of the docking arm. Be ready to access connection when it is available. Alright, everything's looking good. Activating Phase 2. Dorian, please start your access algorithm as soon as your connection is secure.
Access successfully secured. Accessing security protocols, searching possible route possibilities, loading. I have been able to unlock life support en route to the control room. Once inside the docking airlock, you should be able to endure without assistance from the suit. It should be noted that temperatures within the station will be below habitability norms, though it will not be a danger to your organic functions.
So it's cold. Great. Dorian, do you have access to the gravity generators? It's a little hard walking in these magnetic boots, and if you could just get on the gravity at least good enough to where I can then get to the control station, that would be a great help.
I cannot break the security firewall to the gravity generators at this time without human assistance, sir.
Yeah, that figures. Dorian, it's pretty dark in here. When can I expect the first light?
There is lighting once you get to the elevator shaft, sir.
Of course. And it looks like I'm also gonna have to jetpack my way up this shaft as well. I hope I just don't bang myself up too bad getting up there. Alright, I guess I didn't do so bad there. Let's get to the next part. Nice, it looks like we're here. Dorian, I'm gonna hook you up to the door now. Please start your diagnostics so that way we can just hack through this here as quickly as possible, please.
Searching system files. One moment. Finding control room access categories. Loading security protocols. Commander, you now need to confirm that you wish to have control room access. Please enter your BEI, PIN and password and then turn the door on for access.
Confirmation check. All right, I'm in. Nice. Let's get this party started. Dorian, I'm at the station control seat and I would like for you to load up the LCD panel so that way we can initialize the station's startup sequence.
Error CSR file. Air vent. Commander, you are in the Reborn's file directory. Air ventilation is in need of reboot. Please rectify this error.
User error has been rectified. Moving on to file sequence S+SM.
Your next task is to find SSM files to initialize the air ventilation system for quarters deck A and B. Please proceed to this directory.
S+SM files for quarters A and B have been located and initialized.
Antennas 1 through 4 have activated. Please proceed to category B.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be here a while. Okay, proceeding to Category B. Dorian, please format and open the official BEI investigation report file entry 1. Title: Arrival Impressions at Wolfe System Administration Headquarters.
Formatting. File successfully formatted and opened with title: Arrival Impressions at Wolfe System Administration Headquarters. You are free to proceed when ready, sir.
Arrival at the station sheds light to many unexpected events, and certainly more questions than answers. Upon initial arrival, the station was shut down completely except for solar panels. Abandoned and left as a derelict, I had to give the station a hard start from the ground up. Unfortunately, this has led to some severe complications concerning my investigation. The onboard AI has been wiped, or at least transferred off-board completely. I am led to believe this particular AI is the new generation Good AI series, so this is a great loss to BEI assets. Also, all inventory and cargo, including the reactor fuel rods and ingots, have been stripped. This leaves the station completely empty and dependent on solar energy and battery storage. Here is a puzzle. After thorough investigation and diagnostics of the cryogenic chambers, no trace of Commander Wilson or any other member can be found. No files, no clues, no manifests, or any logs of any sort. It is as if the crew just vanished into the void. Furthermore, all communication relays seem to have been completely severed. This means that I do not have any communications access to anywhere within the system. Why has such a complete going off the grid occurred? I just don't know at this time. One of the most mysterious aspects of what I have found here is that there has been no evidence of an attack, nor has there been any evidence of foul play of any kind. Everything's in good condition, and none of the systems have any evidence of being tampered with. It seems to me that the station's crew went through extraordinary lengths just to disappear without a trace. But why? And for what reason? Oh, this of course is just pure speculation. Okay, Dorian. I think that I'll end the first entry of my report here for now.
Yes, Commander. First entry to Wolfe System BEI. Report compiled and saved.
There's gotta be something around here that'll give me some sort of clue as to where everybody went or why all of this is happening. Alright, I guess I better get started. Well, here's a start. These public manifests are not much, but something is better than nothing. They do not give me coordinates though. Oh man, I guess I'll just have to look at my briefing schematics later to get approximates for my scanners. Seems like the Luna mining facility won't be too difficult to go to. Guess I'll go there next and see what's happening. Well, here's some clues. Seems that some Fourth Reichers have been here in the system. Radio Noog even. Well, it's nice to see IMDC lending a helping hand and supplying a Cerberus heavy destroyer to help round them up. It is odd, though. Looking here, it seems that BEI had more than enough assets to deal with Mr. Noog. If I had to say that if Radieur had gotten the upper hand, I'd be standing on his station right now. And this would be the land of the Fourth Reich. Certainly not an abandoned station. Dorian, please capture and file the registries of these ships that you see here from my suit. If we come across one of them, this will be a great benefit to putting the pieces of this puzzle together.
Yes, Commander. All registries of the vessels in the manifest have been uploaded to the Reborn's databank hard drives.
Well, it seems like I'm getting tired. I guess maybe I should hole up here for the night. And I'll think about going on to the next area in the morning. Oh, hey, this looks interesting. I think I got time for a movie before I go to bed. Oh, this is one of those old 20th century classics. Oh, I'm in for a 20th century classic on how they thought space was going to be all about. Okay, I better just gettle on in, kick up my feet a little bit. Oh my God, that's so corny. I can't believe they actually believed that back then. Oh my gosh. Oh, the robots. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is great. Oh boy. Here is where our journey begins, as we join this brave astronaut on his awakening. He is troubled, and his rest is restless as he lies here awake over his initial encounter in the Wolfe system. Or should I say his lack of encounter, for over 2.5 years he has been in stasis, only to awaken to the edifices of humanity, whereas humanity has disappeared without a trace. Yet below his feet lies Solaris, a world rich with life, suitable for humanity to begin again. Perhaps the people are there already and choose to give up the voids of the oblivion. Somehow, though, the astronaut believes there is something much more sinister at play. What good does it do to fret over this current mystery, though? Soon enough he will know the answer. And from those answers, more questions until the truth reveals itself. Since the astronaut has decided his course, events will play out soon enough. For now, the space engineer is content with his respite. Thus he settles his mind as he prepares for the journey that lies ahead of him. The lunar mining facility is a natural choice for the astronaut. The Reborn is a good Corvette vessel, but it does have its limitations. After an interstellar jump of such magnitude as the one to the Wolfe system from the Sol system, the Reborn is short on supplies. Limited in fuel and with no supplies found at the administration headquarters station, Luna mining facility will at least have the raw materials and processing needed to put the tanks back to full. Besides, with only electric ion engines, the Reborn is incapable of low atmospheric flight. So the low gravity and lack of atmosphere found on Luna is the most desirable choice at this time. Let us bid good fortune to the astronaut as he embarks. We watch as the events of his struggle play out before us, already written and decided upon. However, we have not observed yet his future, nor he as well. Try and imagine the path his boots have been and follow, for he is a man born into a world that no longer exists. Thrown into oblivion, he finds himself being replaced as mankind wanders the void. After brutal wars waged, a new hope emerges. Now he is here at the precipice of that hope, and he finds himself alone. Is it very possible that he is the only one to be found anywhere? The astronaut does not contemplate too much on these things, and we should not either. Right now, his primary concern is to find out where, or at least find out why, there are no people on board the station. Also, since this is the central communications hub and government for the system, why is it severed from all relays? Most importantly, the latest in artificial intelligent technology, good AI, is missing. This single asset alone cost the BEI Corporation 70% of the budget to pioneer this system. The colonists number several hundred throughout the system in a universe of only 250,000 souls. This is a heavy investment for manpower. Not only for the European American Confederacy, but for humanity as a whole. However, this is the power of hope. Men will give everything to pursue it. It may be said to be one of our most endearing virtues as a species. Fortunately, the space engineer is a mature man. As such, he has disciplined his mind, body, and spirit towards the task that is at hand. Having experienced many trials and discovering many truths in his life, the BEI chooses wisely to entrust this monumental mission upon his shoulders. Many say that since he is a natural human, he still possesses the spirit that seems to be lost more and more as mankind turns towards the artifact for answers to exist and to continue existing. Though not understood, many know that this man has the fortitude to find the answers that are needed here. So, will you join us again, dear audience? As we end this first encounter, more are to come. The space engineer is on his path towards the malevolent Clang. Clang, he who turns your works to nothing, your mortality into an eggshell, and your dreams, creations, and works into explosions. If you do decide to join us, we welcome you. Let us all congress again as we gather to experience again in episode 2 of Clang versus the Space Engineer.